Welcome to Drunk Bible Study. This show's mission is to read every single word of the greatest story ever told. A warning to our listeners, the hosts of this show are sinners, but they're doing their best. There will be drinking and there may be some swears. They did say they'd try to keep it clean, but I wouldn't put my money on it.
All right, I am Emily, and this is Drunk Bible Study, where my good friends Dedeker and Jace teach me, a born and raised atheist, all about the Bible. So, Dedeker, I'm going to start with you. You're in your cute pink outfit for holiday season. How are you doing today?
Yeah. I'm lovely. This is my very cute, very Christmassy, very holiday, seasonally appropriate dress. That was a gift from you, Emily. And I love it. It's fantastic.
I'm so glad. Love I. You look great.
I'm doing pretty good. I kind of decided to start my holiday break like about a week earlier than the rest of the world normally does. So I've had a pretty chill week, and
you deserve it.
It's great. I'm really enjoying myself.
I have not started a break early, so I've been working. But honestly, each day it becomes harder and harder to focus or just give any
it gets to the
farts. Give any farts about anything. So
it gets to the point where it's like it was early in the week that it hit 4:00, and you'd come to me and you'd be like, "Oh, I'm so tired of working. What if would it be okay if I stopped working early today? You think?" And then it was 2:00 that would kick in, and then one day it was 11 a.m. that you're like, "What if I just took the rest of the day off?" You're definitely getting this kind of Christmassy senioritis.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm impressed. No, that's good.
Yeah, and so right now it is a week before Christmas Eve for us, but for those of you listening to the podcast version of this is coming out 2 days before Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Yes.
So holidays all around, and this is also the last episode of 2020.
Wow. And the last episode of Two Kings, Seven Kings.
About dang time.
About dang time, yes.
Dos Kings. It's way more than just Two Kings. Way more.
I'm sure we've hit at least 40 kings at this point. That'd be a more appropriate name for this book.
Well,
absolutely.
This is the finale episode, and we will be doing a quiz after this for the bonus.
I forgot.
Shit. I also forgot about the quiz. How do we always forget about the quiz?
It's just like in school. You forget that the quiz is coming up.
This is going to be
It's a pop quiz. It really is going to be a pop quiz today.
Well, we can talk about that more later when we get to the bonus episode at the end. But probably numbers of kings will come up. So we'll see. We'll see how we do.
Okay, I'm gonna I hope that we can ask the audience a couple times during it.
That'd be
at
nice.
Least 3 they get. Yeah,
the lifelines.
3 lifelines.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Please.
Good.
Okay. All right. Well, what did we talk about last time? I'm trying to recall. I think there were figs involved and Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Yeah, Lin-Manuel Miranda as Isaiah, Prophet Isaiah.
Yes. Let's see. Oh yeah, the book of Deuteronomy was in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
That was really cool.
In the janitor's closet, they found it. Yeah.
That off.
Yeah, they did. There was a prophetess.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah. Huldah, the prophetess. Yeah.
Huldah, and it looks like some shadows moved backwards.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Remember that?
The second instance of Yahweh moving time backwards to prove somebody.
Yes,
he is Yahweh.
Okay, that's pretty cool that he can do that. But I guess if anyone can, it would be Yahweh.
Yeah, in very, very specific instances. Only twice, I suppose.
Yeah, it does seem that way. Only twice.
Is it never going to happen again? Is that it?
Oh, well, spoilers. I don't know if it's happening again.
I mean...
But then, to be fair, I don't know. If Yahweh turned back time, would we even know?
If I can turn back time.
If you could find a way.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Cher needs to be in this whole thing in some capacity.
Oh, yeah. That's
we
good.
have to
add
have
her to the list.
Yes, a moonstruck moment for Cher. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Truly, madly, deeply. Okay.
Yeah. Keep our eyes open for a good role.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, what are y'all drinking on this festive of days, this beautiful King's finale?
So mine is it's already a little bit empty here because I've gotten started.
We were taking some pictures.
You can kind of see it here. But a little eggnog with spiced rum and some green and red sprinkles on the top there.
Lovely. Very cool.
I made exactly the same. Jason and I were in the kitchen and we were just like, how do we make a fancy Christmas drink that actually looks good? We didn't think about this. We didn't prepare ahead of time. We can't match Emily. We'll just toss some sprinkles in there and call it good.
No, that's great. That's beautiful.
Yeah, and my glass has snowmen on it, and Dedeker's glass is green,
Frosty.
which is a Christmas color, and she's wearing red. So it, kind of went
we got.
Christmassy
Perfection.
with it. What about you?
I love it. So I did ahead of time create a fun Christmas drink. I made some holiday sangria, and I need to post the whole thing, but yeah, it's.
Oh yeah, that looks quite nice.
Ooh,
there you
got some little leaves in there.
Yeah, well, no, that's just some rosemary, but it has cranberries and what is this? Oranges and apples and lime, and then I threw some brandy in, and also sparkling apple cider. So all of those things together created this, and I only
good for the kids.
Indeed. Well, no. If I were to do it only with the sparkling apple cider, then perhaps. Right. But
you could
I would not recommend.
I mean, you could mix up a kid-friendly version for the holiday party in a year when we have holiday parties.
There you go. Yeah.
Wait, but in a year when we have holiday parties, what kids are you going to invite to it?
I don't know.
That's a really good point.
Might have friends with kids.
Yeah,
I've got friends with kids. Maybe we'd have a party with them. I don't know.
Great. Okay,
that's true.
Sure.
Relatives with kids. Yeah.
We can have a Christmas child party. Love it. It's a plan. Put it in the calendar for 2021.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Start booking up 2021 already. Yeah.
Indeed. Yes. And so my plan is, because I am also done with working on things, my plan this week sometime is to curate all of my pictures that I've taken of my drinks and throw it in, the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship, and try to remember the proportions of everything that I did and put it together for all y'all.
No, okay, well, wait. I mean, that's some good content. You got to use one of those photo book services that'll bind it to a little book, and you got to sell it on Etsy.
Wow, I could do that.
Or you can just give it to people.
I feel like it's a bit of a holiday, a little holiday thing.
You know what you could do?
A holiday gift for our listeners.
You could do a preview of a few of them, and it's the taste is free, but if you want the rest of them, you gotta buy the book.
That's true. Yeah. Well, maybe this will be one of them. We'll see.
Yeah.
I like the recipe. It actually turned out quite well. So
nice.
Yeah. My mother is asking for DBS merch. Yeah, we have a ton of merch for our other podcasts, but none for Drunk Bible Study.
Not yet.
So
not yet. But 2021, the move of drunk merch study.
There you go.
There is a pretty fun in our Facebook group. One of our listeners, Sean, did make a cool bingo card.
Oh, wow.
For your holiday parties.
Yes.
Yeah, so definitely go join the Facebook group if you haven't already. Because Drunk Bible Study Bingo has great things on it, such as people having too many horses, maybe some kind of alien conspiracy, girded loins, sex gods, all kinds of stuff. You can definitely have a really, really wild game of bingo
time
with this puppy.
Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So maybe everyone, if you're just listening to this episode now, when it's on Christmas Eve, or maybe it's on Christmas Eve or sometime during the holidays, you could just pause right now, go get that bingo card, and then listen and drink along. Yeah.
Yeah. Drink whenever we tell you to drink, and drink whenever the card tells you to drink. It's amazing. Thank you for making that, Sean. That was awesome. Okay. Well, what are we reading today? This is it. This is the finale.
Yep.
Yeah, this is it. You kind of answered the question already, but here we go. Today, we're going to be finishing out 2 Kings with chapters 23 to 25. If you want to read along with us, you can do that at drunkbiblestudy.com/read and type in 2 Kings 23-25. As we get started, we want to remind everyone to read responsibly and drink responsibly.
You can drink along with us, or you can listen while you're in the car.
But please do not do both at the same time. And with that, 2 Kings 23. The king sent... Wait, which king? What king? Where are we?
The king. You know,
Okay.
the king.
The king. The king. Whichever one we talked about last time, I'm assuming it's that guy.
Yeah.
The king sent, and they all gathered to him, all the elders of Judah and of Jerusalem. Wow. So everyone, Judah and Jerusalem. The king went up to the house of Yahweh, and all the men of Judah and all the inhabitants of Jerusalem with him, and the priests and the prophets and all the people, both small and great. And he read in their ears all the words of the book of the covenant, which was found in the house of Yahweh. Wait, is this are they reading Deuteronomy to all of them?
Potentially Deuteronomy, yeah. The book from
They're like, sorry,
closet.
everybody, bad news.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. We've got some stuff to tell you that you probably forgot about. The king stood by the pillar and made a covenant before Yahweh to walk after Yahweh and to keep his commandments and his testimonies and his statutes with all his heart and all his soul, to confirm the words of this covenant that were written in this book, and all the people stood to the covenant. The king commanded Hilkiah, the high priest, and the priests of the second order, and the keepers of the threshold to bring forth out of the temple of Yahweh all the vessels that were made for Baal. And for the
those are still in there? Oh,
apparently.
Right, because we had a king who crammed all that stuff into the temple of Yahweh, and that was not good.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think
Really
that was the king before this king, right?
I think so. Possibly even the same king. But, you know what I mean?
Was that the
he might have
king
done
who was
that
a
not
wizard
knowing.
boy? The Harry Potter king?
Right, who had all the wizards.
I think that
might
was
have
the
been.
one.
Yeah. I think
My
you're
mom.
right.
So I had a conversation with my mom, and she was like, "Wait, I don't think that the word wizard existed in like the King James Bible, did it?"
Sorry,
And
Sherry, I don't care.
I said, "I don't know." I don't know. I'm not sure, but we'll have to look that up maybe. Okay. The king commanded Hilkiah the high priest and the priests of the second order and the keepers of the threshold to bring forth out of the temple of Yahweh all the vessels that were made for Baal and for the Asherin and for all the hosts of the sky. And he burned them outside of Jerusalem in the fields of Kidron and carried the ashes of them to Bethel.
This is just like a CD burning party. Back in the day.
Right. Yeah.
I've done one of those. Jace, have you done one of those?
No, I've never done one, but I knew some friends.
Never
who
done
did.
a CD burning party? Well, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know if we burned them, but we did destroy them.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait,
you just like shattered them all? You didn't probably burning CDs
no,
would
Emily,
be very
not
dangerous for everyone around.
That's true. That's true. No. So as in not like copying music onto a CD, as in this is a thing that you did in your youth group, which was we're gonna take all our secular music that clearly is leading us astray and we're gonna destroy it. Yes.
What?
This is a thing. Yes. Correct.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a long tradition of this. I mean, because originally it was like a record breaking or record burning party.
That's
and then
pretty
became
incredible.
a CD burning party. I don't know what the kids do now. Like a Spotify playlist purging party.
Like a MP3 deleting party. I don't know.
Not MP3s. No, not with the kids these days. Like,
oh my goodness.
What would you do? I guess it would have to be. I mean, you have to hold up your phone and be like, "Look, I'm deleting all these playlists on Spotify."
Yeah, look at this. Look at this.
Or is it like you I don't know, submit content complaints via Spotify or Apple Music or
try to
something?
get it taken down.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Did your dad just enter into the fray, into the podcast?
I do not believe that is my dad, although he does share his name.
Okay, well, the person who shares Jason's dad's name, welcome. Hello.
Could have been so exciting.
I know, right?
It's all good. We're still excited for you.
Also, speaking of parents, I did look it up, and indeed, wizard is in the King James Bible.
There you go.
Yep.
Well, I care, Dedeker. There you go. Yes. There you go, Mom. Okay. Let's move on. He put down the idolatrous priests whom the kings of Judah had ordained to burn incense in the high places in the cities of Judah and in the places round about Jerusalem, those also who burned incense to Baal, to the sun and to the moon and to the planets and to all the hosts of the sky. Wow.
So he put them down like the way one puts down a dog, or just demoted them?
What verse are we on here?
We're on 5.
This is 5. Okay, I just want to check in the message to see if there's any. This just says he fired them. Because firing is a thing that you can do. Yeah.
Okay. Again, though, in this book.
But yeah, who knows? Who knows? Maybe fired them in like the Baal sense of like burned them in fire.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know. Okay, he brought out the Asherin from the house of Yahweh outside of Jerusalem to the brook Kidron and burned it at the brook Kidron and beat it to dust and cast the dust of it on the graves of the common people. Whoa.
Back up. What was this again that he beat into dust?
The Asherin.
Oh, the Asherah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Beyonces. Yeah. Everyone hates those.
He broke down the houses of the Sodomites that were in the house of Yahweh, where the women wove hangings for the Asherah. He brought all the priests out of the cities of Judah and defiled the high places where the priests had burned incense, from Geba to Beersheba. And he broke down the high places of the gates that were at the entrance of the gate of Joshua, the governor of the city, which were on a man's left hand at the gate of the city. What's happening?
Cool. Glad we clarified exactly which side shrines we're talking about here.
Yes.
Well, so I just wanted to point out that if you could imagine in your head as you're reading this, that pretty much any time you mention the high places or the idols or like anything like that, that in the message, he's somehow worked in the sex and religion. Like the sex and religion shrines. And like,
at least there's an internal consistency there.
Yeah.
I suppose.
Just be sure you're remembering that. Yeah.
Oh, we're remembering Mr. Whatever his name is.
Right. Yeah. He smashed the sex and religion shrine that had been set up just to the left of the city gate.
Just to the
left.
You know, that's good feng shui. Like, you don't want to be right smack in the center. You want a little bit off center. Like, gotta get that golden ratio.
Right. It's like to the left. Everyone smash the sex and religion shrine to the left. You know, that kind of thing.
I love that one.
Yeah. And that's good because Beyonce sang that song.
Right.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It all works.
It all works. Except she wouldn't be singing about smashing her own shrine. So
no,
but that was her directions, though, of where to set up her sex and religion.
Was to the left of the gate into the city. Put my shrine on the left. Okay, yeah. Exactly. All right, that makes sense. Okay.
He can make a song out of anything. Nevertheless, the priests of the high places didn't come up to the altar of Yahweh in Jerusalem, but they ate unleavened bread among their brothers.
Love that. Bringing it back.
He defiled Topheth, which is in the valley of the children of Hinnom, that no man might make his son or his daughter pass through the fire to Molech.
Okay, right. No more Molech. What's the word I'm looking for? No more Molech rituals.
Right.
Ceremonies.
Yeah, whether that's sacrificing kids or just making them walk on coals, who knows? But don't do it.
Don't do it. He took away the horses that the kings of Judah had given to the sun. See, drink again. At the entrance of the house of Yahweh. Too many.
Now, let me tell you, when I looked at Sean's bingo card, that is not the one that I thought was going to come up again. But here we are.
Well,
I think this is kind of like not enough horses because he took them away.
Okay, well,
yeah.
If you want to take a drink, by all means.
Yeah, I mean, feel free to drink because he decided there were too many, and so we had to remove them. Maybe that's
exactly
the deal.
That's what I thought.
These also appear to be horse statues, from what I can tell here.
Oh,
that they're like
okay. What? From
or
what
is that just what the message guy is saying?
Yeah, what Eugene Peterson is saying.
From what Eugene Peterson is saying, yeah,
Eugene.
Yeah. Gene's got me covered here.
Boring.
Genie. Okay. So he took away the horses that the kings of Judah had given to the sun at the entrance of the house of Yahweh by the chamber of Nathan Melech the Chamberlain, which was in the precincts.
Wait.
Yes.
Is that the first time we've gotten somebody with like a last name, Nathan Melech the Chamberlain?
Nathan Melech.
Yeah.
It's like Nathan dash. Well, it's Nathan dash lowercase Melech.
Nathan Melech.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
Someone with a hyphenated first name. That's new.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's just a continuation of his first name.
Okay.
I don't know why it's hyphenated. Someone will probably tell us in the chat. And he burned the chariots of the sun with fire.
Yep. Got to do that.
The altars that were on the roof of the upper chamber of Ahaz, which the kings of Judah had made, and the altars which Manasseh had made in the 2 courts of the house of Yahweh, the kings did break down. The kings break down and beat them down from there and cast the dust of them into the brook Kidron. So basically, they're just like getting rid of all this stuff.
We're going wild, destroying absolutely everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, because they all, they found this book and they're like, whoops, we've now for generations been screwing this up, so we got to make up for it.
Got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
So John Michael, who ironically also has a hyphen in his first name, said that apparently Nathan Melech means king's gift.
Okay.
Thank you, John Michael.
Lovely.
Perfect.
Lovely.
The high places that were before Jerusalem, which were on the right hand of the mountain of corruption, which Solomon the king of Israel had built for Ashtoreth, the abomination of the Sidonians, and for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, and for Milcom, the abomination of the children of Ammon, did the king defile.
Sorry.
What does the message say now?
Oh, it's really good. It's really good. Okay, let me just read that whole sentence. The king proceeded to make a clean sweep of all the sex and religion shrines that had proliferated east of Jerusalem on the south slope of Abomination Hill.
Abomination Hill. Wow.
The ones Solomon, king of Israel, had built to the obscene Sidonian sex goddess Ashtoreth, to Chemosh, the dirty old god of the Moabites.
What a dirty old god.
And
dirty old god.
Dirty old god. And to Milcom, Milcom in the middle, the depraved god of the Ammonites. That's the whole sentence. He gives some extra flavor text about each of those gods.
Wow.
Now, there are people in the chat making some pretty good jokes about this being maybe a big Marie Kondo purge.
Yes.
You know, so it's like you're holding all these different shrines and idols and just asking yourself, does this spark joy?
Does this sex and religion shrine spark joy?
Does. I think it definitely
I think maybe more accurate would be, it'd be like, does this spark joy for Yahweh? And clearly not a lot does. And so to the goodwill it goes, or pounded into dust into the creek it goes, which is what I did last time I did a Marie Kondo purge. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
That's apparently all that matters, is if it like sparks joy for Yahweh, which clearly it does not.
Yeah.
He broke in pieces the pillars and cut down the Asherim and filled their places with the bones of men.
Whoa.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Whoa, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't remember that part of the KonMari method.
Oh yeah, no, she talks about that a lot. She's like, once you burn all your stuff, you put it in a hole, and then you put bones of dead people in it.
This is bones of your enemies.
Well, yeah, this is like in what the tombs in the tunnels beneath Paris,
the catacombs.
Right.
Yeah, the catacombs.
Yes,
that's what
or like
making.
Archaeologists, they just found that like Aztec tower that was entirely built from human skulls.
Cool.
I could just see it now on the tidying up with Marie Kondo. She's like, and then you take small bones from humans and we thank them and throw them in the pile with the stuff.
Oh my goodness.
I love mess and human bones.
Now say that in Japanese. Thank you. I love it.
If you give me 5 minutes, I can figure it out.
I'm sure you can.
Okay.
Moreover, the altar that was at Bethel and the high place which Jeroboam, the son of Nebat, who made Israel to sin, had made, even that altar and the high place that he broke down, and he burned the high place and beat it to dust and burned the Asherah.
Now this
so
one's
we're not going to
described
explain
as
putting the bones of men in the places. Like we're just glossing over that.
I guess.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, Eugene tries to soften that by saying and scattered old bones over the sites to kind of be like, he didn't just murder a bunch of people to get these bones. Trust me.
Old ones that we've been meaning to display for a long time, but just there was no space. And now there's finally space to enjoy them.
Yeah, okay. So he was like holding on to these old bones?
Yeah, I guess so. You know,
well, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like the people who need the KonMari method. You know, there are those kind of people. It's like you hang on to things. It's like, this might be useful someday. It feels bad to let go of them, but they're just taking up all this room in the closet.
Yeah.
They were his skeletons in the closet.
Literally.
Thank you.
Well done. Okay. As Josiah turned himself, He spied the tombs that were there.
That's the king, I think. I think Josiah's the king right now.
Good.
We finally got the name.
They kept saying like him and he and this guy and that king. And I was like, who? Thank you. Josiah turned himself. He spied the tombs that were there in the mountain, and he sent and took the bones out of the tombs and burned them on the altar and defiled it, according to the words of Yahweh, which the man of God proclaimed. And who proclaimed these things? That he said,
hold on. Hold on.
Yes.
Yeah, what is going on? People are just like going nuts now. Like now first we took some bones and put them in the place of the stuff that we burned, but now we are burning other bones. Mm-hmm. What is happening?
Yeah, the message also uses a word that I have never seen before. And it says that, so as Josiah looked over the scene, he noticed the tombs on the hillside. He ordered the bones removed from the tombs and had them cremated on the ruined altars, desacralizing the evil altars.
Wow. Desacralizing. Can we make that the official word of 2021?
Desacralize. I do like that. 2021, desacralize.
Okay, so is the idea that he takes these altars to foreign gods and like I'm gonna defile them by burning. I'm gonna it's not even enough to destroy them, crush them into dust, make them into a jam. I'm gonna put bones on them to make it even worse. And like they couldn't do the toilet treatment like they did with we did a couple chapters ago. It's like a different creative way.
Yeah, I love it.
You mean make it into a toilet that exactly. The people could go to I don't know
could go to and do
toilet things
number one or two
business.
Okay so desacralizing
yes then he said, what monument is that which I see? The men of the city told him,
it's like, oh, what's that over there?
The men of the city told him, it is the tomb of the man of God who came from Judah and proclaimed these things that you have done against the altar of Bethel. He said, let him be, let no man move his bones. So they let his bones alone with the bones of the prophet who came out of Samaria.
Who are we talking about?
I don't know. Did I skip something?
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't think I did.
So clearly,
I think you skipped like half a verse, I think.
Did I? Josiah turned.
Yeah.
And he spied the tombs.
Yep. And
he
then
took the bones out of the tombs and defiled it, according to the word of Yahweh, which the man of God proclaimed, who proclaimed these things.
So that's who they're talking about. The man of God who proclaimed these things is, I think, the one whose tomb he points out. And he's like, whose tomb is that? And they're like, that's the holy man who said the things that you just did. Who predicted those things that you just did.
Is this guy gonna die then or something?
I don't remember this prediction.
I don't really either.
Should I have remembered this prediction?
Well, they're saying that you should have read the book of Chronicles, and we're not going to do that. So we are, but we're not. We're different chronicles.
Okay, so it's some prophet. Who knows if it's a named prophet or a not named prophet that we've not met before. But either way, the conclusion Josiah comes to is leave his bones alone. He's cool by me. Uses other people's bones without their consent to defile some foreign altars.
Yes, he said, let him be, let no man move his bones. So they let his bones alone with the bones of the prophet who came out of Samaria. All the houses also of the high places that were in the cities of Samaria, which the kings of Israel had made to provoke Yahweh to anger, Josiah took away. And he did to them according to all the acts that he had done in Bethel. Oh boy, here we go. He killed all the priests of the high places that were there on the altars.
So he fired them first, then
he murdered them.
Killed them all. Okay.
Good. And burned men's bones on them. So he murdered them and then burned bones on their dead bodies. And he returned to Jerusalem. He's like, I'm out. The king commanded all the people, saying, keep the Passover to Yahweh your God as it is written in the book of the covenant.
Okay.
Alrighty.
So do Passover. Do your Seder.
Got it.
Yep.
Surely there was not kept such a Passover from the days of the judges who judged Israel, nor in all the days of the king of Israel, nor the kings of Judah. But in the 18th year of King Josiah was this Passover kept to Yahweh in Jerusalem. It was such a Passover. Whoa.
It was amazing. It was,
yeah,
like,
it was awesome.
The best wine. It was the best jokes.
The sangria was there.
The most bitter parsley that you dip in salt water. I've only been to a couple Passovers in my life. Who's listening who are just like rolling your eyes so hard at me right now.
Cool. Moreover, those who had familiar spirits and the wizards. What? There they are. They're back.
Oh,
they're back.
Wait, what is happening to the wizards? I'm assuming he's killing them.
Here, let me finish. Moreover, those who had familiar spirits and the wizards and the teraphim and the idols and all the abominations that were seen in the land of Judah and in Jerusalem did Josiah put away, that he might confirm the words of the law which were written in the book that Hilkiah the priest found in the house of Yahweh.
Right.
So yeah, I'm assuming they're super dead. I don't know, probably.
Well, they're put away.
Put them away.
Could be the same kind of 1-2 punch that he seems to like to do. I'm going to fire you and then kill you.
Like, did he put him in his pocket or did he like put him away? Super away. I don't know.
Like, yeah, is it sort of like we took care of it? You know, like
yeah, we took like in The Sopranos or something.
Yeah, exactly, like that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Like him was there no king before him who turned to Yahweh with all his heart and with all his soul and with all his might, according to all the law of Moses. Neither after him arose there any like him. Do you remember this guy?
Josiah? No.
Yeah, exactly. So that's surprising to me because they're like, this guy. There were none like
the
him.
Coolest guy.
Yeah, but then God doesn't
enough,
really care.
Yeah, not enough to get Yahweh to not be in love with David anymore.
That's the thing. I feel like you have to at least do a little bad in order for God to super love you.
Oh, I see. Because David did do some bad. Yeah, that's
did
true.
A little bit of bad, but then it's hard to tell the.
Was David the Bathsheba?
There. Yeah, David was the Bathsheba.
Cool. Okay. Notwithstanding, Yahweh didn't turn from the fierceness of his great wrath, which was his anger, with which his anger was kindled against Judah because of all the provocation with which Manasseh had provoked him. Yahweh said, I will remove Judah also out of my sight as I have removed Israel, and I will cast off the city which I have chosen, even Jerusalem, and the house of which I said, my name shall be there. So, like, okay, if he's done with Jerusalem and done with Judah, what is he doing?
Well, I think that's the idea, right? That he's like, you guys screwed up, so I'm turning my back on you entirely.
So what's he doing?
I'm going to go look for some opportunities in Azerbaijan or somewhere else.
Okay.
Right. Yeah. Or he's like, you know what? I've given up on you. I'm going to come back later to America and tell some things to a prophet there. Don't even worry about it.
Send my son.
Who is the American prophet?
There.
The all-American prophet. Joseph
Are you talking
Smith?
about?
Yes.
Oh, are you talking about Mormon?
Yes. Yes. Yes, Emily, that was the joke I was making.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay. Yes.
I did see that play show.
Good.
Musical.
Good.
Play show
Good.
musical. Okay. Now.
No, you had it. That was it. 28.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Now the rest of the acts of Josiah and all
there it is.
he did.
There it is.
All that he did, aren't they written in the book of Chronicles of the Kings of Judah? In his days, okay, full stop. We're done with him. In his days, Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, went up against the king of Assyria to the river Euphrates, and the king Josiah went against him. And Pharaoh Necho.
Hold on, when you say Necho, that's the Japanese word. That's the Japanese word for cat.
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
I mean, Egyptians were into cats, so
yes.
But this is also, how's it spelled in that version? Because in the message, it's Neco.
Oh, this is Necoh. That's why I did the.
Oh, I see. Because I was almost like it's almost like a Neco wafer. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, not to be confused. What was the other wafer that we did last week? The Fig Newton. It's not really
not a wafer.
Do you categorize that as a wafer in your head?
I don't know. I don't really have Fig Newtons in the house.
That's too bad.
It's a treat.
I've been craving Fig Newtons all week since we talked about that last week.
I bet you have. Yeah. Okay, so in his days, Pharaoh Necho, king of Egypt, went up against the king of Assyria in the river Euphrates, and King Josiah went against him, and Pharaoh Necho killed him at Megiddo, when he had seen him.
It's one of the Pokemon cities that we covered.
It kind of looks like, oh, cool. Yeah, it
from
looks
way back in our Pokemon / biblical city quiz, Megiddo was one of the ones on there.
Wow. Well done.
So yeah, he's dead. Josiah's dead.
He dead. Bye. Wow, God couldn't help him at all? No? Cool.
Well, remember God said, I'm turning my back on you. It's too late. It's too late.
He's over it.
Yeah.
His servants carried him in a chariot dead from Megiddo and brought him to Jerusalem and buried him in his own tomb. The people of the land took Jehoaz, the son of Josiah, and anointed him and made him king in his father's place. Jehoaz was 23 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 3 months in Jerusalem.
Oh, boy, that's probably our new record for shortest amount of time on a king that we've read in this book anyway.
Wow. And his mother's name was Hamutal, the daughter of Jeremiah, who was a bullfrog of Liban. He did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, surprising no one, according to all that his fathers had done.
So hold on. Wait, though.
Yes.
Okay. I know you're probably going to go on to clarify this. Maybe. I don't know. That's a little bit of a crapshoot. But so
it's the Bible. It's
Josiah
not me. Yes.
Does this full KonMari, total purge, destroying everything. And then his own son, Jehoaz, just brings it all back again.
It seems that way, yeah.
It's a good question. I mean, we're not learning exactly how he did poorly in the sight of Yahweh, but I'm assuming it was the usual things.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually it has to do with other gods.
Yeah. Probably.
Maybe he didn't rebuild all of them because it was a lot that got destroyed, but maybe he, had
he put one in his
Beyonce poster in his house or something.
There you go. And then God saw it, though.
Yeah.
He saw it.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Pharaoh Necho put him in bonds in Riblah, in the land of Hamath, that he might not reign in Jerusalem, and put the land to a tribute of 100 talents of silver and a talent of gold.
Okay. Just one.
Great.
Just one. Pharaoh Necho made Eklam, the son of Josiah, king
I'm sorry, say that name again?
Eliakim. Is that better? Eliakim. Thanks. Eliakim, the son of Josiah, in the room of Josiah his father, and changed his name to Jehoiakim. But he took Jehoahaz away, and he came to Egypt and died there. Who died? Who? What happened? I don't know.
Jehoahaz was the one who was crowned king after his father, who was only there 3 months before he got captured by Pharaoh Necho.
Yeah.
And then Pharaoh Necho was like, you're in jail now, so you
that's
can't.
Right.
Yeah.
You're in jail, so instead I'm going to make Eliakim, a different son of Josiah, the successor, but I'm also going to change his name to Jehoiakim.
Okay,
cool.
Good.
Okay, and then who died?
Yeah, which one died?
Jehoahaz.
Okay,
the one who got imprisoned by Pharaoh.
The first son.
Yeah, the first successor, yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Jehoiakim gave the silver and the gold to Pharaoh, but he taxed the land to give the money according to the commandment of Pharaoh. He exacted the silver and the gold of the people of the land.
Oh, Democrats,
everyone.
Am I right?
Well, okay.
We're gonna put that in my pocket and talk about it later. He exacted the silver and the gold of the people of the land, of everyone according to his taxation, to give it to Pharaoh Necho. Jehoiakim was 25 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. Much better. And his mother's name was Zebediah, the daughter of Pediah of Ruma.
Podiatrist, the daughter of Podiatrist.
Okay. Yes. He did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, according to all that his fathers had done.
Oh, yeah.
And that is that.
Okay, that was a long chapter.
That
was a really long
quite
chapter.
A journey.
Gracious.
These
I got through my entire drink.
Yeah, I did too, which is perfect because it is time.
We're gonna have
time to take a little break to talk about how you can support this show and also to go and refill your drinks. Okay, here we go.
You lost your hat.
Oh, shoot. I did lose my hat.
You lost all your Christmassy stuff.
Oh, man.
What happened during that
lost your
intermission?
scarf.
You
Well,
lost all your Christmas spirit.
I was getting warm, and so I had to take off some layers, and I'll put the hat back on.
Lovely.
All right, here we go. Continuing on with 2 Kings chapter 24. In his days, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up.
Ooh, I know him.
Nebuchadnezzar.
Yeah.
That sounds
he's
familiar.
famous. He's going
Is
to come
he?
up many times.
Oh,
Bible.
many times. Cool.
Mhm.
I wonder if it's multiple Nebuchadnezzars through the years, kind of like multiple
possible.
pharaohs through the years. I wonder.
Maybe.
Okay, so the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, came up, and Jehoiakim became his servant 3 years. Then he turned and rebelled against him.
Wait, this is one of the kings, right?
So I
Jehoiakim?
guess this is what the Babylonians, occupying Israel or taking over Israel and Judah?
Yeah. Well, I think that, so what did we establish? That Israel was already conquered by the Assyrians?
Okay.
Is that who it was? And now the Babylonians have come and are conquering Judah.
Great.
Okay.
And so Jehoiakim was that like puppet king that Pharaoh installed. So now Babylon's come and taken over, but then after 3 years, he turned and rebelled against it.
Then the
Okay.
puppet got spicy and is
Yes.
punching
Spicy
back.
puppet.
We'll see how this goes.
Space puppet.
Yahweh sent against him bands of the Chaldeans, and bands of the Syrians, and bands of the Moabites, and bands of the children of Ammon. It was the battle of the bands, and sent them against Judah to destroy it, according to the word of Yahweh, which he spoke by his servants, the prophets.
Okay, so interesting that Yahweh still has his finger on the pulse, even though he's like, I'm done with all y'all. But he's not done because
he needs to twist the dagger.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Yikes.
does seem that way.
He really, Yahweh is the worst boyfriend on the planet. I'm telling you.
He's not great. Not at all.
Yeah, once that honeymoon phase is over, it gets rough here.
Yeah.
Okay.
No wonder other people are like, you know what? I'm seeing other people. Seeing other people with all these other gods.
These sex and religion shrines seem pretty nice, actually. Okay. Surely, okay, well, I think we got some like commentary from the writer now. Surely, at the commandment of Yahweh came this on Judah to remove them.
Right. Okay. Yeah. This Yahweh planned it all in his plan.
To remove them out of his sight for the sins of Manasseh, according to all that he did, and also for the innocent blood that he shed. For he filled Jerusalem with innocent blood, and Yahweh would not pardon.
Good.
Cool. Apparently he also did that.
Wow.
That's good. Now, the rest of the acts of Jehoiakim and all that he did, aren't they written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah?
All right, moving on to my second drink.
So Jehoiakim slept with his fathers.
Second drink time.
Oh, what? And Jehoiakim slept with his fathers, and Jehoiachin, or Jehoiachin, his son, reigned in his place.
So we got a keen and we got a chin or a keen.
Yeah.
Good heavens.
The king of Egypt.
The other one was pretty close too.
Yeah.
It's in the name. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah. Anyway, so a lot of very similarly named kings here. The king of Egypt didn't come out again out of his land anymore, for the king of Babylon had taken from the brook of Egypt to the river Euphrates all that pertained to the king of Egypt.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so Necho only kind of controlled this land for a little bit before the Babylonians took it.
Wow.
Nebuchadnezzar.
I mean, classic Team Rocket, right?
Yeah. Jehoiachin was 18 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months.
Again?
Yeah. And his mother's name was Nehushta, the daughter of Elnathan of Jerusalem. He did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, according to all that his father had done. At that time,
what's the ratio here of evil versus non-evil?
That's what I was wondering. Is I was like, is that going to happen on our quiz eventually? That we're going to have to do some math, figure out the ratios of good kings to bad kings.
Gosh, we'll see. Yeah, I mean, we have that chart. We could go check that chart right now to kind of get a visual sense of it. And So Jehoiakim was 18 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned in Jerusalem 3 months in his mother's name. We got that already. He did that which was evil. Yes. At that time, the servants of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up to Jerusalem, and the city was besieged. Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to the city while his servants were besieging it, and Jehoiakim, the king of Judah, went out to the king of Babylon. He and his mother and his servants and his princes and his officers and the king of Babylon took him in the 8th year of his reign.
Took him where?
Look,
Grabbed him.
What does the message say?
I mean, we can check. I think he killed him, though. Pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure that's what we're talking about.
Like, I'll take you. Kind of like this old timey. I can beat you. My dad can take your dad.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, his reign.
Beat up your dad.
His reign only lasted 3 months, so that's a hint right there. Let's see. They all came out, and Jehoiakim, king of Judah, along with his mother, officers, advisors, and government leaders, surrendered.
Okay.
In the 18th year, he was taken prisoner by the king of Babylon. I see. Okay, taken prisoner then. Great.
Okay.
He carried out there all the treasures of the house of Yahweh and the treasures of the king's house, and cut in pieces all the vessels of gold which Solomon, king of Israel, had made in the temple of Yahweh, as Yahweh had said. He carried, that's like the commemorative shields and stuff.
Oh, man.
He carried away all Jerusalem and all the princes and all the mighty men of valor, even 10,000 captives, and all the craftsmen and the smiths. None remained, save the poorest sort of the people of the land.
Goodness.
The people no one wanted.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a good time to be a peasant, though, maybe, because you're not getting captured. I don't know. He carried away Jehoiakim to Babylon, and the king's mother and the king's wives and his officers and the chief men of the land carried he into captivity from Jerusalem to Babylon. All the men of might, even 7,000, and the craftsmen and the smiths 1,000, all of them strong and apt for war. Even them, the king of Babylon, brought captive to Babylon. It's just everyone strong and cool.
Wow.
The king of Babylon made Mattaniah, who is Joachim's father's brother, king,
his uncle,
in his place. Yes.
Okay. So his puppet king is the uncle of Jehoiakim.
Yes, Mattaniah, and he changed his name to Zedekiah.
All right.
Zedekiah was 21 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 11 years in Jerusalem. And his mother's name was Hamutal, the daughter of Jeremiah, the bullfrog of Libnah. He did that.
Different bullfrog.
No.
Or is this the same bullfrog?
Could be the same.
Oh, yeah, that could be the same.
It's from the same place.
Yeah, it's hard to say. He, no surprise, did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, according to all that Jehoiakim had done. For through the anger of Yahweh did it happen in Jerusalem and Judah, until he had cast them out from his presence. Zedekiah rebelled against the king of Babylon. Another rebellion.
Saucy.
We keep trying to rebel here. It happened.
And
that's it. That's the end of my chapter. Oh my gosh, that was so short. Wow.
Gosh.
Okay, Dedeker, take us home.
Cut you off.
Last chapter of Second Kings.
This is it.
Okay, so we're at Zedekiah.
2020.
Zedekiah is rebelling
against Nebuchadnezzar. Yep.
Any predictions about how this book is going to end?
It's everyone dying and being in ruins,
being bad.
Yeah,
kings.
I don't think we're going to have a successful rebellion or revolution.
No.
It's cool that like something exciting is happening right at the end here, though.
That's true.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 25. It happened in the 9th year of his reign, in the 10th month, in the 10th day of the month, that Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came, he and all his army, against Jerusalem, and encamped against it, and they built forts against it round about. So the city was besieged to the 11th year of King Zedekiah. On the 9th day of the 4th month, the famine was sore in the city, so that there was no bread for the people of the land.
Wait, hang on. So this started in the 9th year, 10th month.
10th day.
I see. The message sums it up and says they were under siege for 19 months. So yeah, that's a long time
okay.
to be under siege.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. Then a breach was made in the city, and all the men of war fled by night by the way of the gate between the two walls, which was by the king's garden. In parentheses, now the Chaldeans were against the city round about. And the king went by the way of the Arabah, but the army of the Chaldeans pursued after the king and overtook him in the plains of Jericho, and all his army was scattered from him.
Whoa.
Then they took the king and carried him up to the king of Babylon, to Riblah, and they gave judgment on him.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's not going to go good.
They killed the sons of Zedekiah before his eyes and put out the eyes of Zedekiah.
Whoa.
And bound him in fetters and carried him to Babylon.
Gracious.
What you get for rebelling.
Wow.
I feel like I remember this story.
Are you sure? Are you sure you're not confusing it with Samson? Because they put out Samson's eyes also.
I did know. I feel like I remember on like TBN seeing some kind of
TBN?
Trinity Broadcasting Network, which was constantly on in my house from the years of 1998 to 2005.
Yeah, it's pretty much what my grandpa always had on at his house.
It is a super Christian, very fundamentalist, very evangelical.
I've never even heard of this.
When I moved to LA,
that's good, Emily. That's good.
When I moved to LA, my grandpa tried to tell me that he had some contacts at TBN and wanted to put me in touch to like work there, to work for them.
And were you like, yeah, okay, no.
I'm assuming that his contacts there meant more that he just probably wrote to them all the time, telling them what he thought they were doing well or not doing well. But
so is he going to write to them and be like, my grandson, Jason, will be a great addition to your TBN.
Right, yeah.
TBT.
Help you spread the message. TBD.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, Jason,
TBD.
We were here organizing some of the closets. I think I found a TBN mug that was probably from your grandfather's possessions.
Yeah, no, that absolutely, yeah.
And I don't remember if we held on to it because it's like, oh wow, or if I angrily threw it in the trash. I probably angrily threw it in the trash. Now that I'm saying that out loud.
Ground it to dust and then
scattered it in the creek.
Sean in the chat is asking if this network still exists. Oh yeah,
it must.
Absolutely. TBN is still going strong. They're still, just look them up, tbn.org. We'll send them some traffic to their site here.
Why? Well, let's not. Let's not.
Yeah, if you want like very, very conservative, very sort of fundamentalist, very
just the absolute worst of the like overlapping Venn diagram of extreme right-wing conservatism and extreme evangelical Christianity. Like if you want to just live in that Venn diagram overlap, go watch TBN.
Anyway, I feel like I remember watching something where this happened, where like the thing was that they kill his sons and then put out his eyes. So like that's the last thing that he saw, and that's like the memory he has to live with after they put out his eyes.
That's really bad.
Absolutely. The Bible is dark.
Yahweh.
This is not for kids, people. This is not for kids.
And yet you probably learned that as a child.
Yeah, I was probably a teenager when I saw that on TVN, but who knows? Kids could have been watching it at their grandpa's house.
Now in the 5th month, on the 7th day of the month, which was the 19th year of King Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, a servant of the king of Babylon, to Jerusalem. He burnt the house of Yahweh and the king's house and all the houses of Jerusalem, even every great house burnt he with fire.
Okay, rough.
Sweet. So he just destroyed
burned all the
Jerusalem.
temple. Yeah.
Just everything. Wow.
Gracious.
Okay. All the army of the Chaldeans who were with the captain of the guard broke down the walls of Jerusalem round about. The residue of the people who were left in the city.
Gracious.
That's gross.
Wow. Ew.
Yikes.
And those who fell away, who fell to the king of Babylon, and the residue of the multitude did Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carry away captive. Residue. What an interesting choice of word.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Truly.
That was verse 12, right? You just finished?
No, verse 11.
Oh, that was just verse 11. Okay. I'm trying to look up the message here. Do verse 12 and then I have something for you.
the guard left of the poorest of the land to work the vineyards and fields. Again, another time where maybe it's okay to be a peasant.
Yeah. So the message says he left a few poor dirt farmers behind to tend to the vineyards and what was left of the fields.
Goodness.
Yeah.
You old dirt farmer.
dirty old gods.
It makes me think of the mud farmers in Monty Python.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Yeah.
The pillars of brass that were in the house of Yahweh, and the bases and the brazen sea that were in the house of Yahweh, did the Chaldeans
the
break
sea.
in pieces. Yeah, the sea.
Oh no, they broke it.
Break it in pieces and carried the brass of them to Babylon.
What?
Mm-hmm.
The sea?
The sea. Remember the big swimming pool that was on top of the oxen with their butts?
Oh, okay. Oh, sad.
Yes.
But remember a few episodes ago, one of the kings took the oxen out from underneath it and just set it down on the pavement.
Yeah, it was just like hanging out.
Yeah, and then these guys came along and chopped it up for the bronze. Yeah.
Okay.
The pots and the shovels and the snuffers and the spoons and
Skip
all
a bit, brother Maynard.
and all the vessels of brass with which they ministered took they away. The fire pans and the basins, that which was of gold, in gold, and that which was of silver, in silver, the captain of the guard took away.
Okay. Good.
Got
it. Got it.
The two pillars, the one sea, and the bases, which Solomon had made for the house of Yahweh, the brass of all these vessels was without weight. The height of the one pillar was 18 cubits.
Seriously? We're doing this right now?
We got a review. It's like, just in case you forgot how freaking badass these things were.
Right. Solomon did some.
You.
Remember, Solomon was the one who had the whole horse city and the outlet mall city and all that. So it's really all the grandeur is going away.
Sean said it might be on the test. So yeah, we need to remember for the quiz. 18.
Okay.
Great, good. 18. Okay. The height of the one pillar was 18 cubits, and a capital of brass was on it, and the height of the capital was 3 cubits, with network and pomegranates on the capital round about, all of brass. And like to these had the second pillar with network. The captain of the guard took Sariah, the chief priest, and Zephaniah, the second priest.
Sariah. Wait, this is a different priest now.
Yes, it is a different priest. It's no longer Hilkiah.
Right, so now it's K. Sarah. Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Sarah, yeah.
And Zephaniah, the second priest, and the 3 keepers of the threshold. And out of the city he took an officer who was set over the men of war, and 5 men of those who saw the king's face, who were found in the city. And the scribe, the captain of the host, who mustered the people of the land, and 60 men of the people of the land who were found in the city. Okay.
What? Okay, so these
gathered
are
all these people together.
Okay, cool. There's this weird assortment of 60 normal people, 5 counselors, a few people who've seen the king's face. It's really random.
Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, took them and brought them to the king of Babylon, to Riblah. The king of Babylon struck them and put them to death at Riblah in the land of Hamath.
Like all of these 60 people and the 5 guys and the other guys?
The 5 guys, burgers and fries, yes.
Yeah.
So Judah was carried away captive out of his land. As for the people who were left in the land of Judah, whom Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, had left, even over them he made Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, governor. Okay, Gedaliah's the governor.
That guy's the worst. We all know that.
Over the people.
Is he a bad boy?
No, no one knows this person.
Okay. These guys probably did.
When all the captains of the forces, they and their men, heard that the king of Babylon had made Gedaliah governor, they came to Gedaliah, to Mizpah, even Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and Johanan, the son of Kariah, and Sariah, the son of Tanhumeth, the Netophathite, and Jazaniah, the son of the Maacathite. They and their men. Gedaliah swore to them and to their men and said to them, Don't be afraid because of the servants of the Chaldeans. Dwell in the land and serve the king of Babylon, and it shall be well with you. But it happened in the 7th month that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, the son of Elishama, of the royal seed, came.
Oh, the royal seed.
10 men with him, and struck Gedaliah so that he died.
Oh, no.
And the Jews and the Chaldeans that were with him at Mizpah. Okay, so there was like a coup within coups happening.
Yeah.
All the people, both small and great, and the captains of the forces arose and came to Egypt, for they were afraid of the Chaldeans. It happened in the 37th year of the captivity of Joachim, king of Judah, in the 12th month, on the 27th day of the month, that
Evil Merodach.
His name is Evil Merodach. That's amazing.
And just so people know, this is all one word. This is not like a qualifier, like this is evil so-and-so. It's his whole name is Evil Merodach, king of Babylon.
So clearly he's a bad boy.
In the year that he began to reign, did lift up the head of Joachim, king of Judah, out of prison, and he spoke kindly to him.
Oh, so he's a good boy.
And set his throne above the throne of the kings who were with him in Babylon, and changed his prison garments.
He's a very good boy.
Jehoiachin ate bread before him continually all the days of his life, and for his allowance there was a continual allowance given him of the king, every day a portion, all the days of his life. That's the end of 2 Kings.
What? Wait, I'm sorry, what? That's
it.
That's the end.
There's a lot that happened. There was a lot that happened. So, captain of the guard comes, burns down all of Jerusalem. They take all the stuff out of the temple. Then the king of Babylon sets this particular guy over as the governor, and then that's cool. But then there was a coup where they replaced the governor, and then I guess completely unrelated, some of these people go to Egypt because they're afraid of the Chaldeans, and then Evil Merodach decides, you know what, Joachim is actually a cool guy, get him out of prison, give him bread every single day. I want to watch him eating bread every single day. The end.
Wow.
I'm glad that you got all that.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
that's just what I got.
Okay, so it seems to be, though, that this Evil Merodach is not evil, in fact, because he becomes king of Babylon, but then releases Jehoiakim. So that's cool.
Yes.
And he's like, and then he says all that stuff you said about him eating bread every day. So great.
About eat bread in front of me every single day.
I love watching this guy eat bread. You know what? There's some people, though, that are just like, they're interesting to watch eat. You ever notice that? There's certain actors that they do a lot of eating scenes, and you're like, yeah.
I'm sorry, excuse me? What?
Brad Pitt eats in every single scene of Ocean's 11. It's like his thing in that movie.
Oh, huh.
I mean, he looks damn good doing it. Is Brad Pitt in our movie yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think he is.
Okay.
We'll work him in somewhere. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Let's remedy that.
Oh, my God. Who's going to be Jesus?
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that is a question.
I'm sorry, that's a question for a long time.
Yeah,
from now.
we have some time for that.
Somebody just said share, and I 100% agree.
That could be.
Well, okay,
good.
let's think. The last Jesus that was cast really was Jim Caviezel.
Oh, I love
of
him.
The Christ. Jim Caviezel's great, but I think we can do so much better. I do think we need to go. By the time we get to Jesus, we do need to think of like who's somebody that like makes sense, but is like a little bit of a curveball.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's an eater king? Somebody said Brad Pitt for eater king. What's an eater king?
This king who
the king who eats bread.
Eat.
No, I think the one who eats the bread. Then we understand why he'd want to watch him.
Sorry.
Oh
I was like, is there a king that's going to be eating that's later on in the book?
The auditions for this guy is just bringing in celebrities and being like, eat for me.
Eat for me. Y'all, okay, I just looked up actors who have played Jesus, and there is a Wikipedia page called List of Actors Who Have Played Jesus.
Oh, did you know, freaking, I almost said not the right word. Freaking, didn't you know Willem Dafoe played Jesus?
Well, let me
that in
what?
Let me hit you.
Temptation of Christ.
Last Temptation of Christ. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me hit you with some hits from this list here, just to.
Oh my God,
think
Rami
about.
Malek for Jesus. Yes,
I like
perfect.
that.
That's good. He should be on our list anyway.
Yeah. So this is going in backwards chronological order. The most recent Jesus on this list is John Legend, who is in Jesus Christ Superstar.
What?
Whoa. Okay, I could see that.
We also have Joaquin Phoenix. Joaquin Phoenix.
When did Joaquin Phoenix play Jesus?
There's a movie called Mary Magdalene, I guess, that he was Jesus in it.
Okay.
Hold on.
Rodrigo Santoro was Jesus in the 2016 version of Ben-Hur. That's also pretty good. There's a lot of what? So oh my gosh, Dedeker, you're gonna freak out. But Ewan McGregor played Jesus in Last Days in the Desert in 2015.
There she goes. She's gonna leave the room by.
Gonna go watch that movie tonight.
Dedeker's ultimate crush.
My boyfriend. We've been together for like 20 years.
Yeah.
No, and it's just as hot as day one.
I just want to watch Rodrigo Santoro take his shirt off in Love Actually tonight.
Ewan McGregor.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, hold on. I do think that by the time we get there, I think we have an obligation to not have a white Jesus. There's been so many renditions. Yeah,
that's why we said Rami Malek and various other people.
Right, well, Rodrigo Santoro is great. Rami Malek's great.
Armenian. Yeah.
There you go. We got lots of good options.
Hold on. Okay.
But we have
search terms I never thought I'd be putting into Google.
We have several. Jesus. We have several years until we have to decide this. So let's just.
Oh yeah, Elliot Page needs to be in something. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good also.
We've got a lot of good options here. All right, y'all. This has been a wild ride in this 2020.
Oh yeah.
And we're done. It's over now. It's done.
It's over.
It's done. It is finished.
We have done it. Well done, everyone. Thank you. Really, truly thank you for being here with us. Like, I'm so glad that we did this, that we made this a thing. It's been such an amazing thing to look forward to every single week. And you have made it possible. And for those of you who have come every single week and endured this with us, endured this 2020, had a drink, said, F you 2020, we're reading the Bible. Thank you.
No one can stop us.
No one can stop us.
No, I do appreciate that before this year, we've gotten to the point in the podcast where we're starting to talk about maybe we should do live shows. Maybe we should do kind of like a practice run live stream show first. Maybe we can, I don't want to do that. And I guess one of the silver linings to the pandemic and lockdown and all these things is that it kind of forced our hand on actually creating these weekly live shows, and it's been so much fun.
It's been so much fun.
It's truly been fantastic, and all of you have made it so much fun for us, for sure, and it just made it to this really wonderful little ritual for Thursday. So thank you to all of you who are showing up and who are listening.
Please keep an eye on Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship for a couple goodies coming out before the end of the year. Ooh. Fingers crossed, including my
some drinks, some drink recipes,
drinky recipes, pictures, and other things. Another thing.
Love it.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to bring us home. If y'all are good with that.
Yeah. If do it.
You want a toast on the show, sign up to become one of our parishioners at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. And also come and hang out with us on drunkbiblestudy.com/live if you want to hang out in these amazing live shows, because we have so much fun and we love all of you who join us. So thank you for joining us for Bible study today. If you want even more Drunk Bible Study, including ad-free episodes, early releases, personal toasts on the show, and more, become one of our patrons at patreon.com/drunkbiblestudy. If you enjoy the show, take a moment to subscribe and then write us a nice review on iTunes or Stitcher, letting other people know what you like about it. You can also join fellow listeners in the Drunk Bible Study Fans and Fellowship Facebook group. Find us on Twitter at DrunkBibleCast, on Instagram at DrunkBibleStudy, or send us an email to info@drunkbiblestudy.com. Drunk Bible Study is created and produced by Jace Lindgren, Dedeker Winston, and me, Emily Matlack. Our theme song is Book Club by Josh and Anand from their album Home of the. The theme song is Second Kings. The theme song for Second Kings is Gotham by Avatar. And for more information, visit us at drunkbiblestudy.com.